Hello Virgo, Turquoise Tarot here with your reading for October 2017. I hope you're all doing well. A couple quick announcements before I get started. One, happy Halloween. I hope, to those of you who celebrate, that is. I hope in the comments below you'll let me know what you plan on doing for Halloween, what you plan on wearing for Halloween. I myself am in a bit of a toss-up between, I kind of want to be it, but I also have a cool Dia de los Muertos sugar skull idea that I want to do. So I'm kind of in a toss-up between the two. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think would be cool or what you're planning to wear. We're just having a little get-together here at my house. I'm going to have some family and friends over, and we're going to karaoke and let the kids go trick-or-treating and just hang out, have a good time. So that's my plans for Halloween. Another just quick announcement is I'm still offering a special on my private reading. So for 20 minutes, one question reading, it's $20. That is a video reading that gets sent to you via email, and it's uploaded and sent to you within 48 hours after your payment and questions are received. That is a reading that you get to keep, so it's something you can refer back to and watch as many times as you'd like. So if you're interested, I'm going to post my website in the information box below the video. And also, if you're interested in making a donation to the channel, which is always greatly appreciated, I'll post that information below as well too. And I think that's pretty much it for announcements. Let's go ahead and get started on the reading. Same thing as last month. We're going to do a general reading, and then we're going to look at love for singles and couples. This is my favorite time of year, guys. Like when it starts cooling off. I love the fall weather that we get here. The leaves changing. It's just one of my favorites. What's funner than doing a tarot reading for October? Alright, come on, cards. Work with me. What are the general messages for Virgo for the month of October 2017? What are the general messages for Virgo for the month of October 2017? Alright. First card we have is the Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, King of Wands, and I'm sorry if I'm shaky, guys. I've had a lot of coffee this morning, and it's obvious. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Now, at the bottom of the deck, for overall energy for the reading, we have the Six of Swords. Alright. Let me just look over the cards. Kind of an interesting mix. We see two people here, other than you, Virgo, as the Queen of Pentacles. I kind of feel like for the month of October, you're kind of focused on home and family. I also feel like there's something to celebrate in the month of October. Some of you may be attending a wedding or some type of family gathering. But I see it as something like it's a formal celebration of some kind. I want to say a wedding or a baby shower. I want to say that some of you are even attending a bridal shower or bachelorette party. You're kind of focused on fun, enjoying life, I see that in the beginning of October there's something regarding money that's going to be very, very promising. So either a form of promotion or a job opportunity. I think you've been waiting for this. I kind of see promotion with the Hierophant here. Maybe for some of you who work for a large corporation or for a larger business. There's promotion here and there's celebration here. Financially, I think October is going to be a great month for you. There's some type of pleasant emotional surprise too in the center of the reading. So it's like this financial gain or opportunities provide you a greater sense of stability, which I think is something you've been working on. I feel like for some of you, there's been, like you've been trying to use creative ways to manifest material wealth for yourself. That could be in selling or buying. That could be in finding alternative ways to make money. Maybe invest money. But something's paying off, and I see it at the beginning, around the beginning of October, maybe the first week and a half, 2 weeks of October. For some of you, this could even be assistance, government assistance. Maybe you're getting some type of school loan, or you're qualifying for something. And I feel like, again, this is something you've been working on. Positive news around that affects you emotionally, and it helps you elevate yourself to the next stage in your life, whether that's the next stage in financial means, meaning it offers, again, more security for you at home. Maybe you're able to invest more in your home or what have you. But I also feel like for some of you, this is elevating you in the sense of maturity. You're learning how to better invest, and you're learning how to better spend, and you're also learning how to, I want to say, some of you are learning how to invest in unique opportunities that are really paying off, or will pay off in the long run. King of Swords down here and the King of Wands. I feel like for some of you, there's love on offer, or there's going to be love on offer. I see two men. Doesn't have to be men, can be female energies as well, but two kings here. So for those of you who, maybe this is more female energy, it just means that these females who are coming into your life in the month of October, they're more dominant, they're more aggressive, they're the type that may be pursuing you versus you pursuing them. But if you're the female, these are two males, and this is, of course, heterosexual or for anybody. If you're interested in men, if you're interested in women, this is just, they're going to be the aggressive, dominant person. These other people that are coming in, they're going to be pursuing you. And I feel like you're more focused on home because there's so much gain. Like, I feel like there's big opportunities here that are being shown to you, or you're gaining the fruits of your labor in the beginning of October, and it's like, oh great, finally I got this going. And now you're so focused on how you're going to use that, and how you're going to use that to build a more stable environment for yourself. Yet we have these two individuals here who, it's kind of like they're wanting to occupy your time, but you're kind of focused on what you have going on. And also I want to say, this is so beautiful, Virgo, because the overall energy is the Six of Swords. This is like whatever's been troubling you, because we see troubled waters here and rowing away from those troubled waters into calmer waters. This is about whatever you've been dealing with or struggling with. It's now time to move on from that. Whatever this Ace of Pentacles is for you in your personal life, because it is a general reading, it's saying that there's some big gain here, some big something here that's going to help you really move on and move forward. I mean, there's something significant about this Page of Cups. What's interesting are these two pages are looking in opposite directions. I feel like one of the messages here for you in the month of October is, yes, there's going to be some strong financial gain, but also there's emotional gains, opportunities. So for those of you who are looking for love, or you're looking to maybe even mend a relationship of some kind, this is a month in where that's on offer. That's maybe going to be presented. These two individuals, whether they're new people or there's someone that you've known, I think there's opportunity for healing emotionally here, and that may help you also move on in an emotional way, in a spiritual way, and mature. But it's going to be up to you whether or not you're going to give these people the time of day, because you're kind of focused on what financial or material rewards are coming into for you at the beginning of the month. I feel for some of you, you've been praying about this, and I want to say your prayers have been heard and they're going to be answered. Your prayers are being answered. Strong, positive news, I want to say, at the beginning of the month. It's just going to set the tone for you this month. But be on the lookout, okay, because there are other opportunities coming in. It's almost like you've been waiting and waiting, and you're like, when am I going to feel worth, like, when are things going to change, you know? I feel like things have been hard. I feel like things have been a struggle. And then all of a sudden, now, bam, beginning of the month, here we go. And then from there on out, it's like opportunities here and there sprouting up. But you have to be able to see it and see those opportunities rather than just focusing on the great opportunity or the big great news that comes in at the beginning. There's a lot for you to celebrate this month, Virgo. I'm so happy. Let me take these Gypsy Oracle cards and I'm going to clarify this. I want to look at the King of Swords. I'm sorry, the King of Wands first. Thought, foe, and constellation. I think somebody's going to be acknowledging your success this month, and this can be a fire sign, so a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your midst. Doesn't have to be of that sign, just can be someone very fiery, very, you know, a go-getter, maybe a little outspoken, but this can also be somebody who's very fired up in a negative way, you know, maybe they're a little aggressive, they can be a bit selfish and, you know, self-centered in a way. This may be somebody that you don't have good connection with because we have the foe. And I feel like whoever this is, if they've been giving you a hard time, I feel like there's some positive news and a turnabout in this situation. Because the consolation card is saying you're getting some reprieve. And your prayers, again, have been heard because the angel is blessing this man with what he's been asking for. And his ships are coming in the distance, if you can see that in the back of the card. So I feel like this is a great relief for you. And this may be regarding someone that you have a relationship with, maybe a spouse or a partner, maybe children with, but something connected to home. Or maybe the healing of this relationship somehow positively impacts your home. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. A pleasant surprise, yes. Some good news is coming in. Again, we have consolation here, but then we also have surprise here. And this is about a man who goes fishing to get himself something for dinner, and he ends up scooping up a big sum of money. So it ends up feeding him for the rest of his life. This is like a great unexpected surprise that comes in. But I feel like it's something that you have been hoping for, praying about, asking about, trying to manifest in your life in some way, doing some research or spending some time trying to really figure out how can I materialize this. And for some of you, I want to say 3 months, 3 weeks, you've been having issues, whatever it is, financially or with this home situation with a particular person. Things have not been very easy. So then we have the conversation card. And the conversation card can either be that you have a conversation with this individual, again, that has a positive turn, but this can also be a conversation in which you're offered an opportunity. I want to say even money given to you, maybe from a family member or from somebody that, you know, I don't know, to be of help. Let's look at the Page of Cups. If this is a relationship situation, again, there's a turn in events where there was melancholy and sadness. We have, this is the Page of Cups, so this is pleasant, emotional news. Maybe unexpected, but it's pleasant. So there's like a newfound sense of stability, loyalty, faithfulness in your relationship. And I want to say for others of you, this new opportunity that comes in financially, okay, it gives you a sense of stability. And so you don't see yourself in a negative position anymore where there's a sense of melancholy, worry, anxiety. Now there's a sense of security and stability. And faithfulness to me coming up here is saying that you've been faithful to an idea, you've been faithful to a promise, you've been faithful to your faith, and you've been hoping against hope, or really been faithful to yourself in a sense. And I feel like this whole thing, this whole situation, whatever you've been struggling with, that now at the beginning of the month it's like, oh, huge blessings coming in, thank goodness, you know. It's really taught you a lot about your own strength and that you're capable of making it through a lot more than what you realize. It makes you feel stronger, and it makes you realize that you can depend on yourself. You are strong enough. 4 of Wands. So again, if there's been somebody in your midst, with the Enemy card here in the center, if there's been somebody in your midst that's been giving you a hard time, making things challenging, especially home-related, they've been very fickle, they've been very ornery, they've been maybe, you know, just giving you a hard time. There's achievement in overcoming. I feel like I'm getting the word achievement, like it feels like an achievement, like we've overcome something. Something is now settled. Something's going to be, whatever has been really difficult for you and like you felt like you couldn't put your finger on and you couldn't really just get a hold of it and settle the matter, whatever it may be, this is the month in where we're taking care of that. And it's like a celebration. For some of you, I don't know if you're a mother, and your child is getting married, or just let's say parents, and maybe you're not really happy with the spouse that they chose, and you're attending a wedding, you know you have to be on your best behavior. I think that if you're having a difficult time in the relationship with your daughter or son-in-law, things are going to smooth out. Things are definitely going to smooth out. So just be patient. I want to look at the Six of Swords. Oops. All right. Where things have been again challenging, where we felt like we didn't have a lot of hope, or we were worried about whether or not we're going to make it through something. Okay, we have the ill man here. There's an ending to that. And there's a new sense of hope. I feel like finally we're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're coming into that light rather quickly. It's like where things have been so hard, suddenly it's like refreshing. Hierophant. And I don't see this as actual death, guys, because I'm getting that message that some of you are picking it up like it's death. It's not death. It's transformation. But definitely a death in the spiritual sense, because we're moving on from something that has been challenging and moving into something very positive. Yes. The Hierophant is saying we're moving on. Look. Prisoner, sorrow. And then the old woman, whatever's been challenging from our past, whatever's been carrying over, and we've been, like, again, not being able to put our finger on and just take care of the matter. It's almost like a blessing, a spiritual blessing of, I'm taking this away from you. I'm handling this matter for you. Beginning of the month, everything's going to be set straight. Okay? So that's what I have for your general reading, dear Virgo. Positive news on the horizon. Oops. Let's look at love for single Virgos. Oops. What are the love messages for single Virgos? We have the Six of Wands, King of Cups, Knight of Wands. Move this over a little bit. Two of Cups, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Star, Seven of Wands, and the Devil. Dun 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 dun. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Alright, well, let me just look this over. First and foremost, I see a water sign Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, coming in rather quickly. I feel like for some reason either you or him feels like there's a sense of success. Like either it's like you drew this person in, and you feel successful by achieving that or for achieving that. I also want to say that he may be the one or she may be the one, the other person may be the one who feels successful in coming back for some of you, or just coming into your life. They feel successful in some way. Like, I want to say for some of you, this may be someone that you've had in the past or someone you've known in the past, and maybe you've been waiting for their return, so when they do return, it's like a sense of feeling accomplished or success. But I don't necessarily feel that this is someone you want to necessarily have a relationship with, okay? I just feel like in your mind you thought, oh, I always knew, you know, that you would, and now here you are. But I don't necessarily want to continue anything with you or work on anything with you. But for those of you where this isn't a person from the past, this is a really exciting relationship, I feel. You are going to have to fight this person off because they're coming in quick, they're coming in hot, and they're going to let you know how they feel about you. And I feel like this is going to be in the middle of the month, around the middle. I kind of feel, though, that this is somebody already in your midst, like in your circle of friends or something, because with the Ace of Swords here, I kind of feel like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like you were expecting this already. Like the truth is coming out. I knew you'd come back. I knew I'd hear from you again. Look, you really do feel like I'm your twin flame. I was so good to you, and then look it. Now you want to restore it. Now you want to work on it. I don't know if I want to. It's a toxic situation. And I keep doing this to myself, and I don't want to keep doing it to myself anymore. It's the Seven of Pentacles. Underneath that we have the Tower. So it's like a shocking revelation almost, I feel, when this news comes in about this person to you. But again, for some of you, this could just be somebody completely new. And it's like there's a lot of sexual chemistry, a lot of passion. It restores your sense of hope in love, in relationships. And I feel like this is someone you have an instant connection with. It feels like a twin flame relationship. It feels like this could be your soulmate, like your life partner. Let's take the Oracle card and look at this a little bit more. I want to look at the center. We're going to look at the Page of Swords here first. Page of Swords. A lover that you've been waiting on, finally owning up to their stuff. We have the Lover, Waiting, and Lord card. Somebody is coming out, like I said, a lover, It's a lover, either a love that you've been waiting on, or it's a love that you've been waiting to return. And the Lord card is it's a gentleman who basically he's in control. He's kind of like the emperor, okay? He runs and owns his domain. But he is someone who knows what he wants, and he goes after what he wants, and he's confident enough to speak up about it. So I feel like, again, this coming up on the Page of Swords, which is all about communication, you're going to be hearing from somebody that they have feelings for you, obviously. And it may be through some type of social media or through email or text message even that you hear this communication. Doesn't have to be, but sometimes the Page of Swords, it's all about that, you know, technology kind of based communication. I want to look at the Seven of Swords, I'm sorry, the Seven of Wands right underneath that. Merchant, frivolity, and consultation. Not consultation, consolation. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. Okay, so let me take a quick drink really quick. Okay. I don't think, again, if this is somebody new, I kind of feel like maybe you'd be fighting this person off because they're wanting a commitment right off the bat. And even though you may feel like there's this instant connection, you have your reservations because, again, you've just met this person. Even though sparks are flying and things are looking really good, you're not necessarily ready to say, okay, you know, we're in a relationship, or yeah, you can come over my house 5 days a week kind of thing, you know. I feel like they just kind of impose a little bit. And if this is a water sign, because it is the, you know, King of Cups, sometimes with water signs and earth signs, you know, water, they can seem kind of needy to earth signs because they want so much attention, especially in a new relationship where it's like, for them, for a water sign, because I'm dominantly Scorpio. I have Scorpio moon, Scorpio Mars, everything. I have like a stellium in Scorpio if you study astrology. So I understand it, but I'm also a Virgo sun, so there's a sense of, you know, rationale to all of that for me. But for some people, you know, where there's a dominant water energy, it's just love is all consuming, and love is like, you know, you can't get it off your mind. You can't get that person off your mind, and a lot of times they'll put their partner or their potential partner on a pedestal, especially initially. So this person, again, they're just coming in rather quickly, and they can seem very like all-consuming. And for you, it's like a blessing, you know, it's in a way you wanted a relationship where you wanted that kind of intensity, or that kind of, not necessarily intensity, but that chemistry with somebody. And there's a lot of sexual chemistry with this person, a lot of physical attraction. But it may be that they want something more serious or substantial with you right straight away, and you're not ready for that yet. It's something that you have to basically defend yourself on and say, you know, I like you, but we need to take it a little bit slower. For those of you where this is a returning partner, this is a situation where, you know, maybe the sex was great, maybe there's a lot of like physical attraction there, but as far as commitment, as far as, you know, a substantial sense of, you know, security in the relationship, you don't have that with this person. But I almost feel, again, like you were waiting for them to return. You knew that they were going to come back. Let's look at the Devil card. So, again, the Room card talks about secrets, intimacy, things in our heart that we don't openly express, secrets. So, there's some secret here. Let me look here, because the Ace of Swords is above that. There's like a victory in overcoming this, letting go of somebody. I feel like this person tries to return, and it kind of like, you say no, and it completes that for you. It's like, that's your closure. But you move on from it. And I want to say, for those of you who this is maybe someone returning, you know that this relationship is weak. It's not worth saving. You know it's the same crap, you know? And I see that with the Seven of Pentacles here. It's like, I don't want to keep doing what we've been doing or what I've been doing to myself. I need to invest myself in a new way, in a different way. Okay? But there's a moving on from a toxic situation or a toxic person, ending, finalizing that, ending that cycle. And then for others of you, again, this is something about sexual chemistry. And I feel like this person, they may be on your mind a lot too. You know, when I was talking about the water signs and how they feel love impacts them, especially new love, you may feel a little enamored with this person as well. But I feel like, again, there's this with the Soldier, there's this sense of, I have to do what's right, I have to do what's practical, I have to do what makes sense, and this doesn't make sense to rush into a relationship. Maybe you've rushed in the past, it's taught you some valuable lessons, and now you're saying, I want to do things differently, I want to take my time in getting to know you, because I want to make sure that this is what I feel it is and what you feel it is. Sparks are flying, but let's see how it goes. Okay? Let's look at what's going on for my couple Virgos. What are the luck messages for couple Virgos for the month of October? What are the love messages for couple Virgos for the month of October 2017? Four of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, over there. Sorry, my Virgo-ness is coming out. Strength, Temperance, Ace of Cups, Five of Cups, a lot of cups, Hangman, Page of Swords, Five of Rods. I thought we had another five too, but I guess not. Underneath we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, let me just look here. This is about an emotional breakthrough. Releasing a partner because you know it's for your highest good. There are two fives. Why did I think there was only one five? Yeah. Okay. battling with a partner, fighting with a partner, needing to heal that. I feel like instead of fighting with somebody and going head to head or toe to toe with somebody, it's like I just need to let it go. I need to let them go, or I need to let the argument go, because ultimately it's not getting me where I want to go. I feel like things haven't been enjoyable, but they haven't been necessarily terrible in your relationship. But I do feel this sense of being stagnant, or feeling like, where do we go from here? Because if this is all it is, it's not good enough for either of us. Wanting to make it more than what it is, or wanting to heal it but not knowing how. And I don't know if it's you and your partner feeling this way, but I think it's more you, where you just feel stagnant and you feel like, I'm not necessarily happy, not necessarily miserable per se, maybe. Some of you maybe are, but for some of you it's just, this is boring, like you're bored in this relationship. It's not going anywhere. And so in order to heal it, there needs to be a change, or you need to let this person go and find somebody who's more suitable. But I think for a lot of you, this is just, you haven't been happy in this relationship for some time. And you know that for some of you, this person is holding you back from where you're meant to go. You've been here, and this is the thing about free will. This is how I feel. God never pushes us. Okay, I believe in destiny, but I also believe in free will. God never pushes us, right? Sometimes He may have to. Things happen where it's like you lose your job, or you lose a loved one, or whatever it may be. Things happen, right? But for the most part, when it comes to your free will, I think, God doesn't intervene. If you choose to stay somewhere, then that's your choice. But God will present different things around that time when you're choosing to stay stagnant that kind of make you uncomfortable, so that you have to make some change, so that it pushes you in the direction you're meant to go. And I feel like that's kind of maybe where you're at in your relationship, where it's like, maybe there's been some challenges, and maybe for some of you there hasn't been, but there is a feeling of this needs to change. Things haven't, I'm kind of holding myself back. So it's kind of like some type of, I want to say, God's intervention, spiritual intervention, where it's like, okay, we're going to move you on past this. You have to move on past this. It's not where you're meant to be. You got to let it go. And you have to see it for what it is. So there's an emotional breakthrough here with Ace of Cups in the center. There may be some communication about a needing to let go. Fighting with your partner about needing to let go. For some of you, it may be that, again, there's an intervention in the sense that this other person lets you go. But either way this goes, and I think it's you letting go of the relationship, to be honest with you, but this is what you ultimately want. You're getting out of a bad situation. And it does require strength. You do have the strength. God's reminding you, you do have the strength. It's okay to let this go. It may be a battle, may be challenging, but I kind of feel like it's happening more towards the end of the month, middle to end of the month, where it's like, okay, where are we at? What is going on? Maybe in the beginning of the month, you're more so working on it, trying to fix it, trying to work on whatever lessons have been revealed, or messages have been revealed in the last couple months to you through your relationship. You trying to rationalize it, analyze it, piece it together, figure out how you're going to make it work. But, by the middle of the month, I say, you realize, okay, maybe this isn't at all what I should be doing. Maybe I should let it go. For some of you, it's not letting go of the relationship so much as just letting go of an argument or letting go of a way of perceiving something, because it's keeping you back, it's keeping the relationship stagnant. And may have been something that in the past really hurt you, and it may be something that you need to have a conversation with your partner about. It may cause some conflict this month, but ultimately there's resolution. And at the end of the day, you know, whatever this resolution is for you, it's wish fulfillment. Gives you the ability to move on from this stagnant place. Okay. I want to look at the Ace of Cups. Surprise, Thief, and Fortune. So, if there's an ending to be had, it's you doing it, and I think you're the one, you're very happy to get out of this toxic situation. Maybe it's a negative change for the partner, but for you, again, I'm getting emotional breakthrough. There's some positivity that comes out of a negative situation. God's very good at doing that. You know, if we mess something up in our lives and we think, oh, I don't know how to get out of this or whatever, it's spiritual intervention, God's intervention, universe coming in and using that as an opportunity to teach us something, but also elevate ourselves. So I think this is a great opportunity for you. When you let go of this relationship, you've learned something very profound, but also it's fortunate you get to let it go. I just feel like you're happy to let it go. It's been like a burden. Five of Cups. And I want to say initially you may feel it's challenging, you may feel like it's a negative thing, but you see shortly thereafter that it's actually very good. I think through this breakup, some type of ugliness is going to come out of this person maybe, and you're like, oh, I'm better off without them, let's say that. Messenger, Servant, and Scholar. So I think the Five of Cups comes in a situation where you, again, you've been working on trying to make this relationship work, but then you communicate with this partner that, again, whatever it is, it's not working. And we need to either fix it or we need to end it. Let me look at the Nine of Cups. Yeah. You're more faithful to yourself. You're more faithful to yourself. And so with the Journey card, it's about either entering a situation or leaving a situation, and I feel like you're leaving it. Okay? So that's what I have for you, my dear Virgos, for the month of October. Happy Halloween again for those of you who do celebrate, and I wish you all the best. Much love and light. Remember, I do have my specials for my private readings. That information will be on my website, and I will post my website in the information box below. But again, God bless, and I will see you soon. Bye.